So today we're going to talk about the market, state of the market. We're going to talk also about an introduction about the location, about the areas of buy. Right. So first is the market, state of the market. How is the market doing today? Right. We're gonna have going to explore the market in a realistic way. Okay, in an enthusiastic way, in an optimistic way, and a pessimistic way. Right. First of all, the market is doing very good. As of today, the market is doing very good. There are hype in terms of sales. There are hype in terms of. There is an increase of 10% in the first half of the year 2022. However, it also excludes commercials. We are talking only about the residential market. I'm not talking about the market overall. Commercial market is doing a little bit less than the residential market, and this has an explanation, right? So, what happened? Why are we experiencing this increase? Why is it doing as good as it is doing right now? Is it too good to be true? Yeah, of course. Those are very valid questions. So, is it too good to be true? No. Does this have an explanation? Yes, of course. The explanation is first, the rebound economy that we are experiencing, that we have experienced in 2021, that took effect also in 2022, after 2020, which was a very big dip in the market. Of course, this comes from Corona times, which affected all the markets overall. So, rebound economy means that people have stopped buying in 2020, and because of the situation, economic situation in the global economy, and afterwards, of course, people had this I call it shopping spree in the market. So this happens when the rebound economy happens. There is a growth in expenditure overall, and this would always affect the real estate market. That's number one. Number two, there is a migration of millionaires around the globe. The first region benefiting from this, or the first country benefiting from this migration is UAE. UAE has received more than 4,000 millionaires overall. Okay, some places have lost millionaires, like Brazil, like Russia, like China has lost millionaires, but some places like Europe, like America, and like UAE also has benefited from this migration, from millionaires migration. You can talk about the war being a factor, talk about a lot of things being a factor, global economy being a factor, and people don't trust economies in certain parts of the world. This has affected massively the market, and has contributed in growing sales, growing prices, raising prices, and everything. Now, what happens afterward? Of course, the government has also tried to impact or affect the market. How? By introducing some laws which makes it easier to buy in Dubai. Golden visa, okay, allowing 10-year visa. By buying properties. Silver visa as well is a factor, but golden visa is a major contributor. Why? Because you can have a visa easily by buying a property starting from 2 million and up. 750 if you want to get a silver visa. That allows you 3 years, which is not easy. It's a good deal as well. However, a golden visa is a 10-year visa, which is a massive opportunity for investors in UAE. What's missing? Is it too good to be true? Is it gonna continue like this? We don't know. There is always volatility in the market. There is always there is always things happening in the market. We cannot predict accurately what's going to happen tomorrow. What we can talk about is what the market is heading to in the next months. Now, there is a cyclic, how do you call it? Behavior of the real estate market in Dubai. There is a cycle of 6 years, 6 to 8 years maximum, that in this cycle of 6 to 8 years, the prices will go up to a certain point and will go down to dip to a certain point. This always happens in a real estate market. This is the dynamic as of now. We don't know if this dynamic will change. However, we know that from history, from the history of the market, which is a very young market, we can talk about a 20 years old market, barely less, maybe 15 years. It has been regulated as a market, right now. So 3 years up, 3 years down, always like this. So this started in 2021, starting to be up, to go up. 2022 is the peak. 2023, I think things will get soft, will soften up a little bit less than the normal cycle. Why? Because of introduction of the new rates, the new bank rates from federal government in the US, which affected borrowing all over the world. People will not be able to borrow as much as they can, as much as they want, and will not be able to spend as much as they want, which will control expenditure. We know that this dynamic in the economy and will affect the economy. This is to control inflation, of course, and it should, because it's a big massive risk that the US federal bank has taken, and it should give its fruit. 6 months is what we expect, more or less, will affect the economy. After the 6th month, so from August to April, it should be okay. Should be going strong still. After the 6th month, the prices will soften a little bit. Of course, people will think that's a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing to control the prices. We are talking about 10% increase of the real estate prices of inflation in the real estate market. This is not a good thing. The market in UAE, as per historic data, we know that the market in UAE should increase by 5 to 7% maximum yearly. This is a healthy growth in the market. Why? Because the same growth in population is 5 to 7%. You cannot grow more than the population. You cannot have more supply than your clients demand. That's a bad thing. So 5 to 7 is acceptable yearly. So now we are on 10% in the first half. What should happen, and what is starting to happen? What should happen is that supply in the market should be so strong then to satisfy the demand that we are having right now, and will flip the prices to go down a little bit. We need the prices to go down. This is a very good dynamic in the market, that a lot of developers are contributing to increase supply in the market. Increase in supply will affect demand going down. The demand will go down, and then the prices, of course, fall. Right. My predictions is that this market will still go strong, as I said, from 8 to 10 months. We can stretch it to 12 months. So next September, to say like maximum, the prices will go strong. The sales would go strong. But starting point for me, September 2023, the market will soften. it is a good thing. As I said, dynamic should be a healthy dynamic. Increases in the prices should be a healthy increase. Prices should not be unaffordable for the people to buy. Right. This is the first subject. Talked about the increase in real estate. Now we are talking about locations, the areas to buy.